Well, it's a hot and very windy day here in Lanzarote today. It's 26 degrees already, but the wind is howling. You can probably hear it on the microphone. You can certainly see it on the surf here. And the plan today is to do a tour of the beaches of the north of Lanzarote. And we are now at Playa de Orzola, in Orzola. But we always knew it when our children were young as the secret beach, because it's not that easy to find. It's at the end of a fairly long winding track. As you come into Orzola from the Arrieta direction, take the next turning on the left, which starts off as a tarmac road and then becomes a track. And if you follow the track all the way down, you will come to this car park. So I thought it'd be an interesting day to show you the beaches for two reasons. One, so you can see them and see what they're like. But secondly, to see them on a very windy day where there's a lot of surf. And there goes the Orzola ferry heading across to La Garita. So this beach is a surprising number of people here actually. Normally it's very quiet. We've often been down here and we've been the only people on the beach. Normally it's much calmer than you see it today because we don't have these 50-60 km/h winds. But have caution, there are no lifeguards here, there are no facilities here, and there can be a rip current. So if you ever do come down here, unless you're a particularly strong swimmer, I would recommend it for sunbathing rather than swimming. But it is a beautiful golden sandy beach, as you can see. So what we're going to do is head from Orzola back now towards Arrieta, and at the end of this video we'll be showing you Playa La Garita, which I think is the, what's the right word, the jewel in the crown of beaches in the north of the island. But on the way we're going to stop at all the other beaches along the coast to show them to you. So stay with us. Now we took the road out of Orzola towards Arrieta, and we took the first turning on the left, I guess about a kilometre along that road, and it's brought us here. And this is Caleton Blanco, and as you can see from the car park behind me, it's a very popular beach. Loads of cars in here. Lots of families enjoying this very sheltered little cove, and I'll walk down and show it to you. So this is naturally protected by volcanic flows that came down here about 5,000 years ago from the eruptions that are right behind me, or were right behind me. You can see the white buildings there in the distance is Orzola. So you can see we're still relatively close to there. And this has beautiful white sand, hence the name. And lots of these zocos that you can sit in to protect you from the wind. I would say very much needed today. But the beauty of this little beach is that you don't need any protection from the waves because it's so sheltered. And very shallow, so really safe place for families with young children to come and enjoy. I'm just making my way across this very old lava. And in fact what we'll do is go up onto it so that you can see the bay better from this vantage point. There's no signpost here, so you've got to look out for the turning to come into it. And again, it's a dirt road, but relatively short one into the car park. And as I say, it's a turning on the left as you're coming from Orzola towards Arrieta. And it's great for rock pooling, lots of privacy if you want it, behind the rocks and stuff like that. Someone there with a Spanish football shirt on. And you can see how rough it is the other side of those sort of volcanic rock formations there. but in the bay itself it's just very shallow and beautifully tranquil. So that's Caleton Blanco. Now if you come just over a kilometre more down this lovely road, by the way, it's beautifully surfaced, you'll reach a car park. But quite a nice place to visit when you're out and about. Typically we have, in July we have cloudy mornings, which burn off during the course of the day, and the sun's really breaking through now. It's late morning and it's going to be a hot one. I'm not going to walk all the way down there, but you can probably see the life preserver on a pole there. So there aren't lifeguards on these beaches, but that does have a life preserver on it. And you can see the bay where the surf is rolling in at the beginning of it. And there is a small sandy beach, again well sheltered, although you have got a bit of surf out there today because it's particularly windy. And a couple have just gone ahead of me, and they're heading down there to enjoy a bit of private time, I imagine, because I don't think there's anybody else down there. Let's move on to the next one. Now, there is another car park there on the right, but I'm going to bypass it because it doesn't really give you access to the beach. What it does give you is access to this lovely dune area, which is followed by the fabulous lava area you can see here. And this isn't from the Timan fire eruptions, it's from the ones in 5,000 years ago or so. And we bypassed Punta de Mujeres because apart from a tiny little bit of sand at the very far end, the Arrieta end of the village, there aren't beaches. And we've come to the one I mentioned at the start, the jewel in the crown, which is Playa La Garita in Arrieta. And here it is. Good surf today because of the wind. Lifeguard on duty at all times here. Quite dark sand, so it gets hot. Surfers and boogie boarders hanging around there waiting for the next wave. You've got some quite good facilities here. There's a restaurant right on the beach there, which you can see in the distance where the flagpole is and the cars are parked. There is a little car park there for people using the restaurant. There's a beach volleyball court, basketball court, skateboarding rink and a children's playground. And then just where you see those trees, just the other side of the playground, there are public toilets and showers. Unfortunately, the little chiringuito that used to be here is no longer. But you can also see, as promised, the cloud has completely burned off now and we have a beautiful blue sky. So it's still windy, but it's now pushing 30 degrees. Well, I hope you enjoyed our little visit to the beaches of the north. This is the one we spent many a happy day out over the years and continue to do so. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye for now.